Welcome to the Global Ground Motion Service, or GGMS. GGMS is a global, on-demand, platform-based ground deformation monitoring service provided by GeoKinesia and delivered on the Destination Earth platform. The service uses interferometric synthetic aperture radar (INSAR) technology to measure and analyze ground and structural deformations with millimeter-level precision. In this introductory video, we will guide you through the main steps of using GGMS, from exploring the interface to configuring an analysis and understanding the results. To follow this tutorial, you need access to the GGMS service on the Destiny platform. No additional software is required. GGMS runs entirely in your web browser. For users who wish to explore the methodology in more detail, comprehensive service documentation and educational resources are available directly on the platform. The GGMS workflow starts on an interactive map, which serves as the main workspace of the service. From this interface, users can define their area of interest. Subsequent pages follow the same clear and consistent structure, guiding users through the selection of the observation period and service type. If questions arise, users can contact the GGMS support team directly from any page using the dedicated support button. The interface is designed to be intuitive and efficient, allowing both expert and non-expert users to configure an analysis in just a few steps. In the first step, area of interest is defined within the interactive map. Enter geographic coordinates, or upload an existing dataset such as a KMZ file once the area of interest is defined. The next step is to select the observation period. Users can choose between a historical analysis, which focuses on past deformation, or ongoing monitoring, which provides continuous updates over time. Historical analyses can extend several years into the past, depending on satellite data availability, typically 5 to 10 years, and in some regions even longer. Ongoing monitoring always includes the creation of a historical baseline, typically covering a period of 3 to 6 months. Upon request, longer baselines or combined historical and monitoring configurations can also be implemented. For ongoing monitoring, the reporting frequency must be specified. Reports are commonly delivered on a monthly basis, but alternative frequencies, such as bi-weekly, quarterly, semi-annual, or annual, are also available. In the next step, users select the service that best matches their needs. 3 services are available on the Destiny platform. Global Ground Motion Service, GGMS, which provides area-wide deformation analysis in the form of a dense cloud of georeferenced measurement points, each characterized by deformation velocity and time series. Active Deformation Area, ADA, which identifies and extracts clusters of points exhibiting significant deformation, highlighting potentially unstable zones. This service is particularly useful when analyzing very large areas or extensive datasets. Differential Deformation Map, DDM, which quantifies spatial deformation gradients within individual buildings or infrastructure assets of significant size. DDM is typically applied to objects larger than approximately 40 meters in length and 20 meters in width. GGMS outputs include deformation maps overlaid on satellite imagery and deformation time series for areas where significant motion is detected. Additional case-specific requirements can also be specified and submitted at this stage. At all steps of the workflow, users may contact the GGMS support team using the dedicated support button. At the next step, customer-owned satellite data can be used. Then a link to the images should be provided. Alternatively, GGMS will use by default Sentinel-1, European Space Agency's data. If a commercial data have to be used, a request should be sent to GGMS. Its usage is always subject to the data price and availability. After selecting the service and configuration parameters, the order can be submitted directly through the platform. Once processing is complete, results are delivered through the platform in the form of deformation maps, time series plots, and supporting visualizations. Each report is typically delivered within a 2-week time frame. All GGMS users benefit from expert-supported delivery, including guidance on result interpretation and discussion of practical implications for their specific use case. Educational materials are also available to support understanding of INSAR-based monitoring and the limitations of the methodology. Service payment is executed after report delivery. Pricing is communicated to the user at the time of order placement. The cost of the service depends on several factors, including the selected service type, the size of the area of interest, the length of the observation period, and specific processing requirements. At the initial phase, selected free pilots, particularly historical analyses, may be offered to allow users to evaluate the technology and its benefits. In this video, we have introduced the main steps for using the Global Ground Motion Service, from defining an area of interest to analyzing deformation data and interpreting the results. GGMS enables users to efficiently access reliable ground deformation data within the destination Earth platform, supporting risk assessment, infrastructure monitoring, and informed decision-making. The complementary active deformation area and differential deformation map services further support the localization of active deformation zones and the identification of differential movements that may critically affect individual assets. For further exploration, we encourage you to consult the service documentation and discover additional Destiny services available on the platform. We also invite you to contact the Geokinesia team for support or further information.